Welcome to the Garage Apartment. Sports and entertainment with your favorite partners. I am the Funky Militant, Adar Jones. And of course, as always, we got the tribe in here. I promise they here. They didn't leave any proof, but they here.
No, normally you say, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, no, I say that after y'all let everybody know that you're here.
Yeah.
Man, it fell forth, so it didn't come out.
Maybe that's what it is.
Forth,
Maybe
right?
y'all do y'all's timing expecting the yay, and when the yay didn't come, it just threw everybody else off.
Now we know.
So go ahead, let them know who you are, man.
Got that boy Mal Mizzle up in here.
D-Mac back and better than ever.
Senior rugby correspondent of mine.
Yes, indeed. And we are here each and every Sunday night from 6 to 7 Central Standard Time. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And check out our website, thegarageapt.com. Got some good stuff on there. Got some amazing articles. Got some previous shows. You can hear our auto recordings, pictures, events, future events, things of that nature. You know, it's an actual website.
Beautiful.
We out here legal.
Absolutely. Letting y'all know what we're doing. We out here doing it for you, giving you a different perspective from your favorite partners. So, fellas, how was your week, man?
It was intense. It was intense. You know. Still counting down the days and weeks.
The days and weeks? Well, you only got a few left now, brother. There's only a few left. In fact, what, 5? Is it 5?
Hey, count down like that. Somebody's already counting down there.
Well, you know, we've been counting down for other reasons.
On Memorial Day.
Memorial Day, that's your well, yeah.
Know it's over.
That does kind of let you know you at the end. You at the finish line, you make it to Memorial Day. After Memorial Day, don't too much matter at all.
Memorial Day, the kids are saying, oh, I'm happy about that.
Aren't y'all off for Good Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that ain't letting us know. We ain't
That's
at
better
the
than
end.
what I got.
And then
I was gonna say it's better than you ain't on.
We ain't at the end
I
at Good
want to
Friday.
take all I have to
and
use
then there's
vacation
a
time.
great Saturday after Good Friday.
Yeah, I guess so. That's a conversation. That's a horse of another color, brother. We'll have to do that
You
another
his
time.
birthday?
Is
Wow.
it? Is he? What a way to get in touch. You see?
So, man, we got some big stories today.
Man.
For those of you who don't know,
Another blog.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Tiger Woods
Yeah, another blog may come out of this one.
is a major winner
Tiger Woods.
once again.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Tiger won his first major championship in, what is it, 11 years?
11 years, I believe.
His first Masters in 14,
What is first man? His last.
and his 5th
Last
overall.
I know. He's only 3 back from Jack.
He's
Jack
on 3
had
back. The
like
crazy
3
part
of
was
them
he
in
was
48.
supposed to break that record like 16 years ago.
Supposed to. Jack had 3 titles at like 48 years old, man. So.
But I mean, a redemption story like
That's
nothing
time.
else. As you can see now, we've gotten back-to-back weeks with amazing stories, with the University of Virginia winning last week, and now Tiger
I don't
Woods
know about that, man.
coming back. What you mean? What's not amazing?
I
You said
I
you
don't cut for Charlottesville
It was
after
the
the
worst.
TV torches and all that stuff.
that
the
has
worst
nothing to do with the basketball team.
Well, I don't know. A lot of those students might have been out there.
But a lot of the
Might be
team
true.
people ain't from there.
And I was
So
going to
that's
say,
the
but
river for
I don't
that
believe
fan.
any of the basketball players were out there.
We all know that.
Yes, we do, because they would have been. They would trust me. It would have come out by now.
6'7" in that crowd would have stood out there. baby.
Everybody sees the 6'9" dude walking around with a tiki torch.
Guy ain't 6'9" though.
I mean, you just.
Roman Grown ain't 6'9".
Please. Everybody would have seen the blonde-haired African walking around.
Yeah, did Kanye whatever he wouldn't have made. He would not have
He
made.
stayed in the dorm.
Yeah, he would have been.
So we got Tiger. We also got NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
We've had some
Hey.
upsets.
Woo.
We've
Yeah,
had
that
some
first,
good games.
the first round's gonna have a lot of people sweating. The top East players.
Yeah.
Top that hot
The
daughter. Embiid checking on his sick daughter.
Oh man, what is that about? We'll get to that in just a minute. We also, baseball is up and kicking.
Man.
The home team has seemed to righten the ship. They have not lost since returning home.
Shake off that hangover, that playoff hangover.
I don't think it was a playoff hangover. I think it was more of just being on the road.
Starting
off the season on the road, you
First
know.
week on the road.
Yeah, but they have seemed to righten the ship. So,
And beat people to IR too.
okay, fellas, Tiger Woods, man.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Hold on.
Okay.
Did you hear it?
Yes, what is that?
Tiger Woods.
I wish we could play it better. Shaft. You never seen Shaft?
Tiger Woods.
When Peoples met Batman in the jailhouse,
Okay.
Tiger Woods.
and he said, Tiger Woods. I like him. You don't remember that part?
Nah, I don't.
When he said, should play golf?
And if you'd have given me a heads up, I'd have cued it for you.
I just thought about
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Like, okay.
You should have played that.
As you can see, we're live, y'all. You know,
Live radio.
And it's hit and miss.
and my wonderful brothers, sometimes they just don't let me know what's
All the
going
way
on.
live, man.
But
That's
it
the
is
best part
what
of
it
it.
is. That's
Yeah.
why we
You
are.
didn't hear Gamal just said the line. Okay.
That's why we are the Garage
Why don't
Bar.
you remember the movie lines?
Why don't I remember who?
The movie lines, man. That was like.
Is that the remake of Shaft?
Yeah, the Samuel Jackson
Yeah,
Shaft.
because
Well, I with Shaft in
I was
1972.
gonna say,
that's why
Fred
I'm
Williamson
trying to-
talking about Tiger Woods.
I'm just saying.
Fred prophetic.
I thought that was
It
something.
was
And Fred Williamson is not in
What Fred Williamson?
First Shaft. Richard Roundtree.
Richard Roundtree. is
But
Shaft.
They all look like.
No,
No,
they-
No, Lord, see?
Mustache.
If you were somebody else, you'd be
Mustache.
yeah.
Right. If Fuzzy Zeppelin said that, we have a problem.
Now, my favorite line
Shout
in the
out to
original
Buzz.
Shaft. My favorite line in the original Shaft was when Shaft's talking to the racist lieutenant, and the racist lieutenant puts a black pen up the Shaft and say, "You ain't so black." And then Shaft puts a white sheet of paper up to the lieutenant's head, and you ain't so white, baby. My dad said when they played that in the movie theater,
Everybody was crunk.
cats was crunk.
Bad boys out.
We still talking about that.
Oh, man. Listen, Jack.
You gotta tell him,
Be cool,
Be
Jack.
cool, Jack.
Tell him, Sheriff. That's what I said
Yeah.
to that cracker.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
what
Whoa.
That's how they talk back then.
Yes, they do. Yes, they did talk like that.
Speaking of Woods, so Tiger Woods won the Masters. Shout out to him,
Hey, shout out for real. That
our favorite captain.
on the real, I really did feel some real type of emotion seeing that boy win.
Oh, man.
I enjoyed it as well. And the way he did it, like he came from behind. This was technically his first time ever winning a match or major. Not quite sure if it's just match in general or
Into the
major.
second
Probably
round.
just
With
a
my
match.
trailing
into
after
the
the
final
yes,
round,
sir.
right.
So
Probably just a match.
that is the man is basically maybe not getting better. I might not also say he's back because to be back would be truly amazing, but he seems to be back to be dominant.
But you're right.
Not
and
dominant, just better than the other people out there.
He also showed his experience because his push was when everybody else
Came back to the field.
and they got tight because they got to what I think it was the 12 hole, the tricky 12 hole, where 4 out of the 5 leaders got wet. And
Yeah.
Tiger was the one who didn't get wet because Tiger chose to play it safe.
Laid up
And
a few
laid
times.
up on
You
that
never
thing.
would've seen Tiger laid up. Laid up a few times.
Yeah, if he did that a few tournaments, he'd have probably broken this record.
Yeah, he was like, look, I'm going to go ahead and lay up and let you cats go for the gusto. And I'm just going to win,
And
baby.
it worked. It worked. They came back.
So when they faltered, Tiger took his lead, and then not only did he catch the leaders, he then surpassed them with a 2-shot lead until I don't know when his lead actually, but when he went down to 1 stroke because I was trying to conduct some other business.
Well, no, he gave up a stroke
what, like 17th hole?
Yeah, something like
17th
that.
hole. He double.
But
so
the-
he finished with a 13 under. He shot a 60. What was it? 67 for the day. Did he shoot a 67 for the day?
something like that.
I'd have to check.
I think it was. Yeah, I think he was 4 under for the day, a 67, and finished with 13 under.
It's the good and the bad with Tiger, man. If you've ever played golf, then it hurts you watching Tiger. Because Tiger hits off the tee, like I hit off the tee 750 yards long or something like that, 200 yards
I would
long.
say maybe
But it's
200
never, it's
yards
very
long.
rarely straight, is my point. But after that, the way he saves it is truly amazing. Because the man would hit it on the fairway, on the cart path, and somehow get it either on the fairway or on the green if he's close.
Well, that's
enough.
what you have to be able to do in golf.
That's what makes you.
I hit it on the
elite.
cart path and can't never get it back to the green.
And you know, I was watching
That's
some.
where you are.
I was watching.
That's how my game.
He hit a 70. He scored a 70.
He shot a 70. I
Stadium
was watching a documentary on him. Yesterday, and it was saying how he learned. Yeah, it was saying how he learned how to play golf from the hole back. Like his daddy didn't teach him how to tee off first.
Nah,
He taught him how to putt first.
Yeah, sure.
Then he taught him how the short game. Then he taught him how to tee off.
You don't score
Because
hitting
his
the ball.
dad learned how to play at 46.
Yeah.
You don't
See,
score.
Like he literally picked up the game at 46,
Yeah, but
so
that
he
makes
didn't play
sense,
with
though.
power. He was learning how
Right.
You don't
to
score.
save his back.
to save his.
But see, but
You
that
don't
makes
score
sense.
by hitting the ball as long as you can.
No, but that makes sense because the first time you go out there and play golf, first thing you want to do is
Just
smash
crush
it.
the ball.
You want to get that big
right.
brother and smash that jump.
And you realize that that's not how this game is played.
No, it really isn't. Like all you gotta do is watch a woman who's pretty good at golf. I have a friend who his mom is good at golf, and they're not trying to kill it. Just she hits it straight.
Yeah.
and
Right.
just keeps hitting it straight.
And
And
the
then
way
before you
better
know
than-
it, she's hit hard.
And when I was learning how to play, it was a good friend of mine, versus go a piece to my boy Evan. He was telling me, man, you're supposed to let the club do the work.
Yeah. that's-
You just swing. The club does the work.
That boy Evan.
And so that was a great lesson. He also told me that I'm supposed to be pulling down on the
Yeah.
ball rather than.
Yeah, you've
I was
always
swinging
had
like a baseball bat.
I was gonna say you've always had a baseball like golf
Yeah.
swing
And for
and
me-
never quite.
And for me, letting the club do the work is a problem because my clubs come from academy.
Hand me down, right? Where yours
I
come
have
from?
never.
No, where yours come from?
I ain't got no shame saying. I got 6 of them from the side of the road in somebody's trash can.
Ah!
And the other 6 were hand-me-downs from my grandfather who never played. After
And
my
I'll pop
cousin
out.
beat them up.
Yeah.
Beat all the clubs up and then didn't want them no more. They went and bought them some, so I went and I used those.
You got woods made of wood?
I literally have woods
I used to have those.
made of wood.
Yeah, I
Here's
did.
an interesting tidbit.
Yes, sir.
With that win, Tiger earned $2.1 million.
Mhm.
Wow.
Second place, $859,000.
Wow.
Of course.
Masters
That's
is ruthless,
second.
bro.
Well, there's a tie for second, so 3 people got that.
That's why I had to
Yeah.
split it. So maybe
Man,
you
if you
about,
ain't
we
first,
got
you
about a
last,
meal.
man. Who
Yeah.
cares about who came in second?
Shake and bake.
Fifth place got 404.
Oh yeah, so then if you'd have got a
That
meal
ain't
if you would have
bad.
started at second. I mean, if you'd have been alone, probably you'd have got a meal.
The frustrating part is
Who
if
was
you're in
second?
5th place, what was 5th place? Only what, 1 stroke back?
2 strokes.
See, that's the part you're mad at. Like, man, I done got a difference of over $600,000 and I'm only 2 strokes back.
Shuffle,
Dustin
Dustin
Johnson
Johnson,
and
Koepka.
what's his name? Bruce.
Yeah,
That's Tiger homeboy too.
Right.
That's the one that beat him last year.
yeah, that's the one Tiger waited for.
Yeah.
And dabbed him up. and
Picnic
all
or
that.
Some of my black
Coco
people.
Cop? I forgot how to say
Y'all
it.
want to get beat up
What
with
look like Anthony Pruitt, huh?
Oh, well.
So y'all want to get beat up and
Shout out
twist
Anthony.
ankles and stuff like that,
Mama Cat.
where you could just walk greens and
Yeah, but speaking of that, okay, so you say that has me thinking. Well, I've been thinking about it. Tiger Woods has been around what, 20 years?
Nah, way
Well, I
more
mean,
than
obviously
20
he's been along, but it's been
95.
He went pro in 95.
95.
And
So
we knew him when he was playing amateur.
So for
I
30
know
years,
that
he's
sound.
basically been the epitome of golf. And I would think that in that amount of time, there would be another African American golfer that would be able to consistently scratch the, I guess I don't know, the top 100, yeah, just the ranks
No,
in
just
general
somebody that
enough.
consistently makes the cut.
Yeah,
Just a
that would
black
make
dude
the
on
cut
tour.
enough so that I would be able to see him on Saturday, because I probably won't be watching him on a Thursday or Friday.
Like how Jim
Anyway.
for 40
I mean, that's like tennis too. You would think we'd have a better.
You
tennis
got
show.
Sloan in tennis, you got a few other ones that are.
Yeah, but how long did the Williams dominate before we got Sloan?
Yeah,
That is
I mean,
true.
at least it was two of them, and then you had Dr. J, illegitimate daughter. She was there for a little while,
And
and you had Blake.
what got me thinking about it was I saw 3 people from Fiji, one of which was in the final contention until the end of the match.
And now?
And yes, and it made me start thinking, I could only assume that was a Vijay Singh thing. For those that are under 30, you might not remember Vijay Singh. Probably won't. For those over 30, Vijay Singh was a very, very, very good golfer when I was growing up.
He was a world number one.
Was cold until Tiger came around and a few others. And so, but it seems to have translated in Fiji to where they have a few others that are good enough to maintain the cut, basically.
I
And
mean,
I'm
but
wondering
there's-
why I don't see that.
Yeah, I mean, but there's people in Fiji who are privileged also, so
There are many people here privileged.
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of African Americans are privileged.
Yeah, but even privileged African Americans. I mean, I'm
Tiger
saying like
Woods' niece
upper
plays.
class.
Does she count?
No, she doesn't count.
Women's, I'm not talking about women's. There's a few women. There's a couple, and not
We're
even
talking
men.
about black male golf.
We're talking about the
PGA
We
Tour.
were talking
No,
about
I'm
races here,
saying,
bro. That's what
you
we were
know.
talking about.
Hey, all right, light skinned brother.
I mean, she's extra
Lord.
talented for one.
Do you know who won the Ladies Masters this year?
Something Kim,
Do
probably.
you know who won the
Yeah, I
Ladies
know.
Masters last year?
Something
Kim.
Kim.
They
Yeah.
didn't even have one.
They don't have
Oh,
They didn't even
yeah.
have one.
They didn't have a
Do
master.
they
They didn't
ever
have a
have
Ladies
one?
Masters. This year was the first one. They had,
Really?
I forgot who won it, but some lady won
Oh
it.
yeah, because they wouldn't even let Condoleezza Rice join.
Ladies
the
couldn't even join the.
Let them
Still,
let
they
women
still
join the
don't let
cast.
women join
Yeah,
the.
well, yeah, that was a trick question.
And many blacks.
That's why it's so historic. He
Well,
be
yeah, but there's
Augusta,
blacks.
man.
I didn't say all.
He be doing.
But there was a no women policy.
Yeah, it was until she started.
Yeah, until she butted in.
Remember Annika?
Oh, Condoleezza Rice.
Annika
Sorenstam?
Stormstam?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey,
We got a, she was pretty good.
we got a pretty special call.
We got a
from somebody.
special guest.
Live from Richmond.
Is it Tiger Woods?
Nah.
It is not Tiger Woods. He wishes he was Tiger Woods.
Oh, is that Trey?
What up, baby?
Well,
Does he have an iPhone?
Nah.
I don't think he has a watch. That's what it would appear to be, because he has called me asking to see my son.
Is he in town?
No, which is probably why he doesn't know it's 6 o'clock. And he should be listening to his favorite partner's favorite partner.
That's right.
Matter of fact, he a member. Come on,
I was
dude.
say he's 1/12 of the garage apartment.
He's one of the original members.
Are you? Okay, well.
He
Bye-bye.
doesn't have, so
So
he
you made
doesn't
your
have an
first
iPhone?
appearance.
He doesn't have an iPhone?
Nah.
Nah.
No, he's got
we can go and put him on the
Yeah,
show.
we can put him on
But,
the face.
yeah.
prior notice.
Yeah, but anyway, shout out to Trey.
Sorry about that, Facebook. Back on it.
And Vincent Sekala, man.
Oh yeah,
ran into him
Vincent
the
St.
other day.
Since you called.
Since you called, he say holla at him. I
Right,
talked to
right.
him the other day.
Pass the message.
Yeah. So. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Is he still talking?
I am okay.
Did he not?
I'm gonna call you back. We're on the show. Oh yeah, oh, look at the face. Oh, you didn't see your face. Oh, look at your face.
So those of you who don't know what you are listening to, because I do see for some whatever reason it doesn't let you know that you are listening to the Garage Apartment. We are here each and every Sunday night from 6 to 7 Central Standard Time. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our website, thegarageapt.com. Again, that is thegarageapt.com. So, finishing up this Tiger Woods thing real quickly. So now we're considering everything he had to overcome between his scandalous period, the scandal that he had to overcome with the women and the wife and the car accident and the DUI.
The driver through the back window.
That work. Don't he have like 3 children?
I don't know.
He had two of them at the thing.
I know,
at
on
the
2 shows.
No, he has 2 children, doesn't he?
I thought
He has the girl and the boy.
Yeah, he only got kids by his wife. He ain't got no baby mamas.
Okay.
Tiger's wholesome.
Ah!
Tiger just
What
got
happened to
caught up.
Peekaboo?
Yeah.
What happened to Peekaboo?
Peekaboo long gone. Peekaboo long gone.
You don't know what happened to
Peekaboo?
That was rebound.
Wasn't he with Peekaboo?
No,
He was with
Peekaboo's
Lindsey
like
Vonn.
60.
He was with
That's
Lindsey
Lindsey
Yes,
Vonn.
he was with-
Peekaboo
Oh,
Street-
Lindsey Vonn.
Peekaboo Street was the skier back when we were in like 5th grade. What are you talking about?
Lindsey Vonn.
Peekaboo Street, I hope not.
Earl was one of them.
Earl will be going with
Kelly Winslow was with Peekaboo Street.
Oh, stop.
man,
That is serious right there.
Oh,
That
okay.
is
I
not
just-
a good joke.
I see what you did.
Hey,
That
if
was
you
a
don't know,
brilliant
you
joke.
don't know, man.
That was a, and what happened in that story, by the way?
Hey.
That should be the story.
Let's finish Tiger first.
Yes,
No,
So
I'm
now-
not talking about it. I'm just
We'll
kidding.
get back to that, sir. We'll get back to that. So, considering his scandalous period, his DUIs, all of those things he had to overcome, his injuries, his 4 back surgeries, do we want to? No, he still was playing golf, so I can't say it was a sabbatical.
His knees.
Yeah, well, his
He took
knees,
time off,
shoulder.
though,
And on that DUI,
but under the influence,
I
it's
think that
important.
probably
It wasn't drafted.
Well, no, see, I think that was a situation when he got off the plane, right? And
He was back out.
Like
there must have been some extra traffic. Because I know, because when
Who hasn't fallen asleep at the light?
people who
I mean,
pop
honest.
pills know there's a time release. So he was probably like, I'm gonna pop it right here when I get to Richmond.
Out
And then
like a light.
by the time I hit that door,
It's like
we get
13
in the
hours
house
on the
and
floor.
we didn't kicked in.
Fall right on the floor.
But it was some construction and it threw him off like 3 minutes. Because he was 5 minutes from the door. And that pill kicked in early.
Well, I know
And Tiger was bobbing
he
and
had
weaving.
one of the greatest explanations I'd ever heard. It was just a misjudgment of his back pain medication.
Yeah, too much pain meds, bro.
The time release.
Anyway,
Too early.
so now the question is, considering everything he had to overcome with his long drought between his last major championships, is this one of the greatest comebacks of all time?
Yeah.
Well, if he sustains it.
I mean, this Unreal, it's starting to feel a lot like 9-7. And if he gets on that roll,
Because he has been lately, the past couple of years, you can tell he was slowly coming back to himself.
Yeah, and he's
now,
still-
he's not
But
hitting
it
the
was
ball
a
as far as he used to,
No, he doesn't need to.
but he's 43 years old.
It's a
Yeah,
self-inflicted
see,
wound. though.
Okay, so he's got 4 more majors before he breaks Jack's record.
Right.
Okay, at 43,
So
is it possible?
I think it is.
yeah, I mean, he won.
Did you
this
see
one.
the shape he's in?
Yeah.
If he remains healthy.
I think this
Tiger
was,
Slam this year.
I
It's over with.
think, I think this was the toughest out of all the.
Well, the first one usually is.
No,
right?
I'm just saying, course wise and
They were all 10 under, man. It
the
was-
magnitude and the players in it. I think this was the toughest.
Because he does
Okay,
have
well.
Pebble Beach later on this year.
Yeah,
we
there's
know
a-
that's one of his favorite
Yeah, but
courses.
see, historically, golfers don't really win majors after 40.
Except for
Man,
Jack
we're
Nicklaus.
talking about
Even
Tiger
Jack
Woods.
Nicklaus.
Look at Jack Nicklaus is one.
They wasn't hitting the ball 400 feet till Tiger came either.
Nah.
And then they start changing the courses.
Right, and then they start pushing the courses back. Because he was hitting 400 consistently.
And yet still no black golfers.
We have Tiger, brother.
We got to work.
Do
Black people got to work. We
Yeah.
can't just.
According to Dave Chappelle, we don't.
Well, okay. But nah,
The
I
argument
don't know.
of jokes today.
yeah. Nah, I don't know.
Sounds
I mean,
great.
because you would think that, I understand what you're saying. Tiger coming out in 95, right? So, and I mean, that's.
And they made articles on the influx of black people starting to play golf.
And when I go play
Kids
golf, I
getting
see
in
a lot
there.
of black
I
people
was going to
there.
say the course is loaded with.
They're all retired though.
But I don't think, no, they're not. This cat's our age and a little bit
Somebody-
older.
I saw a
Cats
clip of
kids.
Terrence J and his homeboys dancing on the golf course.
There's a lot of
playing golf.
parties.
That's the
They was out-
problem.
They was out there with that hood golf though.
Yeah, that's the
Right.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terrence J, how long does he work? Honestly. Honestly, come on now.
Because I was playing golf like not too long ago, and they had a children's tournament going on, like juniors.
Right.
They were probably like 11 and 12, boys and girls. There was not a single black kid there playing it.
I'm sure not, man.
Not
Or
a
go
one.
to the driving range and
Hey,
all over the
And
place.
you'll see their daddies out there hitting balls at Top Golf. So
I mean, they
nobody's
do
putting
have-
their kids in golf.
They do have initiatives to make, to help with that.
You need an Earl. You need somebody to go play golf with 2-3 times a
From
week.
young.
From a
Young
young age
age.
in order to make that happen.
Making it extremely, at the risk of sounding extremely ignorant, I think it also requires a certain level of commitment that, I don't want to stereotype.
Yeah, say it, man.
A certain commitment that many of us do not want to make or tend to make to anything.
You mean the financial commitment?
Financial, as far as it being a thinking game.
Because
one
we
that-
making
one that requires you to be patient, and one that requires you to be disciplined and correct yourself in.
But when
and
you're
one that-
playing, you're playing the game. I can see how it is hard for people to just take 8 hours out the day to go play like that. I can understand that. But even
and then you got to remember, it lacks excitement.
They'll
For
spend
those-
12
but
hours
it is, it's
you
fun
know,
playing.
Right,
It's fun playing the game.
But
Nah,
you
but-
have to know, you have to understand the game.
So,
You have to go and actually participate.
So-
a lot of people who
That's
we're
what
talking
you- that's
about,
how
we're
you
talking
do
about
basketball,
common,
baseball,
we're talking about
swimming.
common people then becoming interested in it. There has to be some form of something exciting about it to make them want to go participate.
But there's people interested in it. You see them out there.
They don't continue.
Our people will spend 12 hours a day, a whole weekend in the AAU tournament. That's really no different.
okay,
than
so
going out to play golf.
it's really
You play 8 hours, okay.
but it's
You'll
also
spend all
the,
day at the AAU tournament, spend all day at the football field, the youth football.
but it's also the exposure, honestly, and the knowing of the outside, because I spent a few days with Sterling's golf team, and not even half, all of them were brand new to the sport.
Yeah, but nobody makes it off of high school golf.
Now, it doesn't matter high school; they were just introduced to the sport.
Well, yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And once they got introduced to the sport, they really grabbed onto it.
But I
Yeah,
know
but it's
for
too
a fact
late.
there's
Yeah,
it's too
there's
late
an
by then.
initiative in their neighborhood at Law Park with the First Tee program. That is literally in their neighborhood. I don't
But
know.
then-
I think it is a more complex. It's more complex than we probably are giving it credit to being.
No, you have to get lessons. Like first
No,
tee,
it shouldn't though.
first tee might get you.
I mean, it is expensive too.
First
Yeah.
tee will get
First
you
tee
those
might-
2-3 years.
Yeah.
Let's say you can do it for that long. Then you still have to continue to play.
No,
you have to.
no. First tee will get you a scholarship to Alabama State. Okay, like if you start playing first tee, that's about you can hope to maybe play SWAC golf. But to get you to turn pro or something like that, that takes the commitment of lessons and being in these juniors tournaments.
Right.
And because I mean, really, don't
Which
they play
means
like
that-
9 holes in a high school tournament?
Which means that is,
No,
I don't know. I'd
they
have to
play
call my wife.
18.
My wife.
Okay,
played
but
high
one
school.
day. How many
Yeah.
days of high school
Just
tournament?
one day.
Okay, no, you have to play. You have to play golf.
You went to school with a black golfer. You was homeboys with him. Where's Earl at? Why'd Earl stop playing? And Earl was pretty good.
Earl was dang good. Earl played at TSU.
Why'd he stop playing? That's what I'm saying. I think it is.
Let's call
But
it
see,
life.
is that not always our common story? Because people would say the same thing about diving, and I tell them first.
Well.
My brother was by far one of the greatest athletes I have ever seen, and I'm not saying that because that's my brother.
Yeah.
And they be like, what happened to him? And I have to say, life.
Earl did have to go make money. Earl had a child. I mean, the situations.
Gravity.
So that's my
Injuries.
point. So
Earl had
rarely
a
do
child
we
that had to
rarely
take care of that
rarely do African Americans have.
But by saying rarely, that means that there are cases, number one. Number two, there are more cases to where there are affluent black people, or there are at least middle class black people. You don't have to go every day. You just need to go once a week.
No, I don't think.
Go
I
to the
don't,
driving range, pitch putt.
If you can afford select league
I
baseball,
don't
you can
think-
afford golf.
I don't think the
Yeah,
finances is the sole reason why they're not doing it. Like I
It's
said,
not.
it's finances in addition to again a commitment level. In addition to, it's not as quite as prestigious in
So
our
then,
community.
so then it sounds like it's an education thing then.
Absolutely.
They need to just simply be educated on the benefits of the game.
Oh, it's always that.
Absolutely.
It's always that.
The game has been around for 400 years.
Black
Everything
people-
has been around for 400 years.
Black people invented the driving team.
No sports have been invented within the
The
last
more
decade.
you know.
I mean, black people
The
didn't
more-
invent
This your Black History
I
Month.
mean, black people didn't invent the driving team, though.
Oh, I
This
mean,
is true.
okay, I mean, that's cool. That's because we was, and
We was the
probably-
caddies.
Yeah, we invented that cart to drag, to
No,
drag the,
we always,
drag the clubs
yeah,
too, but
we
they was all
always,
about
we
that.
always make our work
Something gotta be
smarter.
better than this.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, we got to be better than this one, man. This has to be something better. And we always do it.
They make us put it on our toe and hit it off.
It's more complex than I think we're giving credit to.
It is.
Because it's also similar to baseball, right? Remember when the black baseball players' numbers went into a drastic decline?
They're still going down. They're still
And then
down.
until Major
They
League
look up to
Baseball
me, though.
started their initiative
Yeah.
with the Jackie Robinson Foundation, the numbers began to go back up. Part of that was also, yes, financial, but what made that one a little bit more complex was because also it involved, you were dealing with single parent homes. A lot of them didn't have father figures in there, no one to play catch with these young men.
Yeah, baseball's
no
crazy
one,
expensive
Or-
now.
Or-
baseball is
You remember when we
expensive.
could go get like an Easton bat for maybe $119?
Well, remember, it was nothing to go
It's an
play
arms
sandlot
race
either.
now.
It
Yeah.
was nothing to go play sandlot
No,
either.
but like even baseball bats, like it's aluminum bats. It's an arms race.
And I'm watching.
I have a nephew who plays baseball.
Right, I'm watching.
It's an
I'm
arms
watching.
race.
I'm watching
$500 bats.
documentaries where the Latin kids out there, they making gloves out of beer
Milk
6-pack cartons.
Yeah, I know, but the major league teams have camps over there.
Right, and they used to play.
The
They used to
Astros
play
have one in
stickball
Caracas.
in the hood.
Yeah,
like,
but what did we
Yeah,
do?
but the Astros have a camp in Caracas to go do that. They don't
Hey.
have one. Oh, anyway, we
What did we do?
But they don't have
We
an
played
initiative. like-
steel,
yeah, we played steel. We
And
played
we-
home run derby.
and we
played.
went across the street.
We
played
That's
baseball.
what I'm saying.
But
Or
that ain't
we
gonna get
back
you
to
in
Graham's
the league.
house.
But our father also played baseball with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But that ain't gonna get you
Or
in the
we'd
league.
go in the backyard at Zephyr and get the whole neighborhood.
Everybody
To
was
play.
playing, and you
Knock
we swore we was in the dome.
Exactly,
Yeah,
knocking
you
the
did.
ball over Miss
But
Gibbs.
that's-
So it all-
Miss Gibbs started back at us yelling, "Stop hitting that ball over my face!"
Going down memory lane.
Yeah, that ain't
So-
gonna get you in
So
the
it all
league.
comes back to the lack of the black father then?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, we're not
What
gonna
are
say
we-
the
what
lack
are we
of black
saying?
father. I'm just saying that I think it is a very complex.
The black kid doesn't think it's cool.
Nah.
Well, that too.
That's the main thing.
They much rather take penitentiary chances.
No, they much rather hoop.
Well, that too, because that's all we
Okay.
know.
That's the
They
cheapest
much
thing.
rather hoop. They much rather run out
That's
loud.
much more exciting.
And it's,
Okay.
and it's the cheapest thing.
We
You
crossed
put
you over.
You
Actually, it's not. AA
So
was
then-
it- No,
expensive.
but you don't have to go AAU. You
So-
really don't.
Yeah, you do.
Not really.
Yeah,
be
just the
considered.
hoop. I mean,
Yeah,
but
you
just
do.
the hoop to stay out of trouble. No, you don't.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Just get a
they-
milk carton, post it on a pole,
Yeah, but
and
that
get a
ain't gonna
ball.
get you in the league.
I mean, but, hey,
It ain't a
what's
milk
getting
cart,
you
no,
in
it's
the
a soccer
league?
cart now, man.
Go
It's
ask
a soccer
AO.
cart.
I
Go
mean-
ask Alamo.
Ain't
Go
much
ask
getting
50,
you in the
50.
league now. Ain't that only 1% gets you in the league?
Right.
Yeah, I know, but we're talking about what we were talking about was a golfer who can make the cut on the PGA Tour, a
Consistently.
black male. We don't
I mean-
have that. There's no like Tiger Woods in this dude.
Right.
I don't think there's also.
And that young guy hasn't come up, and that young guy might be the one to do it because he ain't gonna be Tiger Woods.
Because they in
That's really
tennis.
Cool.
They're coming in tennis.
Yeah, but I don't think there also any of us teaching the game either.
There's
That's because we don't know it.
No, there's plenty of
Oh,
golf.
we know it.
Go to
A
these
lot of
golf
golf
courses.
pros
A
are
lot of
black
these golf
men.
pros, and field marshals are black men.
Right.
A lot of them.
Right.
Earl, that's
Retired
how Earl.
veterans.
That's how Earl learned. Earl's dad
I'm
was
with
a
you.
field
I'm
marshal.
in agreement
at
with
a
you
golf
because,
club.
like you said, we've gone to the golf courses and we go play.
And we see them there.
We see them there.
That's like Earl
why-
dad working the country club.
we talking about a large majority. They not seeing them. Why aren't they seeing them?
Why aren't kids getting jobs there? That's also another thing. They could be. Remember back in the day, that was
They
the
don't wanna
thing.
work. They want
Kids go to the country clubs and be somebody's caddy. They don't do that. That's why I miss Evans so bad. He used to he would
Outreach.
do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Education and outreach, and that's it. They got the same problem rugby got. Rugby just got it.
So now, I'm glad you said that
Speaking of
because I was just going to say because we're talking about outreach.
But it's also, I think it's also, I don't think golf wants it either, because golf is one of those exclusive groups that, like, I'm sorry, country music, that really that doesn't care.
well,
They've
I
done
can
they
play-
do golf is just backhanded deals between the elite people.
Exactly.
but I
There's
can
even
pose.
more
I
reason
can
we need
pose. I
to
can
get in
pose
there.
that. But
All
what,
the deals happen. there.
what sport wanted that at all?
No.
We were minorities. Blacks were minorities in all sports.
None of them.
Professional
Well,
sport. In
well,
professional sports.
Yeah, I mean, but we played and they knew that in order to make the look,
The
the other leagues
product
did
better.
want it eventually.
But they had to do it.
No, the other leagues didn't
No,
want it.
no,
They realized
yeah,
they
yeah.
had to do it.
Well, yeah, they
They
wanted it.
realized they had to do it. As of right now, golf does not have to do
Yeah,
it.
but golf
But
only
golf
has
is
the
an
PGA.
individualized game. Golf
There's
you
no
don't need
NFL,
that.
and I mean the Pro Golfers Association is just the Pro Golfers Association. I mean, there's really no.
Competition league.
Yeah, there's nothing. I
Like
mean,
the only thing stopping me from taking my son out there and just playing golf every day is life. That's
There goes
the
your
only
answer.
thing.
There goes your answer.
I understand. I understand. And that is the problem, like we stated before, with many things. I'm saying that not everybody.
Hey,
Hey,
when your
Exactly.
son becomes old enough to hoop, he will be at the gym.
how about this? How
He
about
will
this?
be.
Thank
Right
you.
now, if you,
And you can do
if
that
you
with
put a
golf.
club, if you put a club in his hand right now, and you put a basketball in his hand, right,
How about-
and you take him to the golf course every day, he's still gonna end up wanting to play basketball more
Matter of
because
fact-
that's what he sees.
No,
Hey,
Daddy's
here-
gonna want to
this
go
is-
play
this is
basketball.
what-
And that's the
Hey,
problem.
this is how we get.
That's
we
what
gotta
he's not
go.
talking
But
about.
we, us four, can do this every weekend.
No, but
We could.
this is how we can actually solve some of this. We actually took somebody out there at a very young
We
age.
did,
Our cameraman.
we did.
Let's ask him. So, how do you like the game of golf?
Boring. See, he thinks it's boring. And we bought them clubs, everything.
I bought them left and
Left
Left
right.
and right-handed
Yeah,
clubs. Took them on the course. They were watching the Masters with me today and got angry because he was bored. I was like, "Well, you better sit down and watch."
What-
this and
do
be
you
quiet."
remember when you came
This
to
is
play
amazing.
golf with us? What did you think?
When are we leaving?
When are we leaving?
And I almost put them in first tee. I really did. I'm kind of.
Matter of fact, our
But there
little
are
cousin
kids
was in
that don't.
first
There are
team.
kids that don't like violin, and they're forced to play violin until
Yeah.
a certain age, and they
Yeah.
grow to love it or they leave it alone. There are kids that play tennis. My brother played tennis. He liked tennis.
Yeah.
He liked tennis. Then he stopped playing tennis.
If you made daddies love depending upon whether or not they played golf, they play golf. That's what Earl did.
Look, I wouldn't
Basically.
guess it.
That's what Earl did. Earl
that-
said, hey,
that's what
if
I'm
you want
gathering
daddy's
from-
love, you better go down there and
To
play.
wrap it up,
Well,
that's
look,
what I see as the biggest,
I'm not that
the biggest
shallow.
hindrance. It's simply just the fact that
Joe Jackson,
it is a
you want
large
daddy's love,
time
you
and
better learn that dance stuff.
it is a large time commitment that a lot of times, due to economic, social reasons, we don't have
But
time.
black people say we always got money, though. We got money. Yeah,
We
show
do
it.
have
Yeah,
money.
but
Show it.
We got
Socially,
we got
economic,
money
though.
for piece and chain.
Yeah.
But no,
like
you
you
can
said,
have all the
it's
money
all
if you
about
don't have
values.
the time,
It's definitely
then-
about values. It's about values. It's about exposure. It's about
Education.
It's about again a commitment, a commitment that I don't think that many black people can afford to make. So
Yeah, or even want to make.
until now, we gotta keep living vicariously through Eldritch
Tiger Woods.
Tiger.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Don't call him Eldridge no more.
Don't call him Eldritch.
He changed his name
The
to Tiger Lee.
Tiger League.
Okay, you don't call Muhammad Ali Cassius Clay.
Speaking of, though, the commitment thing, we did go to a very exciting sports event yesterday
Yes, we did.
Shout out to the Sabercats.
that actually had a few people of color on the field.
Yes,
Hey.
we did.
And I think people of color could actually strive in this sport. It's rugby. We went to the Houston Sabercats opening stadium opening game.
Avino. Is it a Vino or a
It's a
Vivo?
Viva.
A Viva.
If it was a Vino, that damn stadium would have been done.
It smelled good.
Me being Southern, I call it Ava. It's the Ava Stadium.
But it was quite refreshing though to see a sport. I mean that it's interesting. Rules are pretty interesting, pretty primitive as a contact sport, but it still uses speed, strategy, and good brute strength to play this.
Absolutely.
I mean, unfortunately, the SaberCats got their butt kicked by the champions of the league.
I was going to say, that was a good team there.
But it was good to see what they're trying to establish in the Houston area.
Right. I think what stood out to me the most was the emphasis that was put on sportsmanship and character.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it was like that.
Yeah, because they
Because considering how violent, I'm going to say, considering how violent of a sport it is, they still make sure that they maintain sportsmanship
And it's very up close and personal about it.
and respectful of one another.
Yeah.
As you know, for those of
It's
you
almost
who are head to head with
Oh, my God.
shoulder to shoulder
the mic is not plugged in.
with with your opponent, with the scrums, with the scrums and the
Rooks.
rooks.
Ah, you like that, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, good.
Yeah.
Hey, terminology right
Hey.
there.
The tries, the conversions. know you
Yeah, I
wanna
mean,
go
but
on
they're
there.
doing a lot of outreach. That's one of their plans, trying to bring this game to the people. I think it's something that could happen. I don't think it'll ever be. I don't know. I think it'll be a long time before it's really that big. But
If you check us out online, we have some footage and interview with the captain of the SaberCats. And I
Yeah.
think he did a great job in explaining the,
yeah, he did.
So now let me
meaning
just,
of the
and I agree with
values
him
and the
about
rules
rugby
and
league.
everything like that.
let me bring our audience up to speed for those of you who just checked in. First off, you are listening to the Garage Apartment.
Right.
Hey.
We are here each and every Sunday
Every.
night from 6 to 7 Central Standard Time.
Haven't missed a day.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our website. And of course, we're probably going to give you an article, a brilliant article on our coverage of the Houston SaberCats. So check out our website, thegarageapt.com. So now, bringing you up to speed about what we're talking about. Here in Houston, we have a professional rugby team. They are part of the, what is the name of the league?
Major-
The
Major League
Major
Rugby.
Rugby League.
No,
Is it
Major League Rugby.
Major League
Major
Rugby.
League.
It is a professional rugby. Although rugby is not necessarily big here in America, it is
Yet.
huge in the eastern countries. It's huge in Australia, New Zealand,
South
Eastern
America.
African countries, South
Yeah.
America.
Many places where soccer is also
Right. So
the
now,
main sport.
our team, the team here in Houston, had a soft opening of their stadium. They will also be having a grand opening later. And we were fortunate enough to get out there and cover it, man. It was an awesome crowd. They were extremely hospitable, very good look. They're still currently working on the stadium. You can tell when they complete the stadium, it is going to be a beautiful venue. Shout out to Anna Munoz. And so we'll be out there. We're going to be covering them we're going to be covering them the rest of the season. So y'all be sure to tune in. Be sure to follow us on
I'm sure tickets are cheap.
our
yeah.
social
April
media.
28th is their next game. in
Absolutely.
Houston. So y'all should come out.
And we're looking to
Check
do
us out.
something real special about
They have
that.
affordable 4-game packs starting as low as $100 for the next 4 games. Season tickets.
$25 a ticket.
$25 a ticket.
And absolutely, if you would love it, you can come hang out with us.
If
We
you like
would love-
food trucks, also a good place.
yeah, not if you like concessions,
Yeah.
but coming soon.
So yeah, you'll be hearing some great
Free
things
parking for right
from
now,
the
too.
Houston SaberCats. They're looking to start an initiative we were talking about community outreach to help broaden the exposure of rugby to the inner city. They also want to get more kids to play.
And they have a few camps going.
Absolutely. We discussed some things. So y'all might be hearing some great things from us and
get your kids involved. Is it actually good cardio?
Our relationship with the Houston SaberCats. So make sure you stay tuned to that.
And while doing that, also stay tuned to Channel 57. That's where you can find the SaberCats.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's where they play.
Yeah,
But
I was
come out to the
gonna
game.
say something
Yeah.
else, but then I was like,
Yeah, but we're gonna be broadcasting live from there, hopefully on the.
Yeah, we're gonna be working on that. So,
So come out that day
So
and get some beer. That's a
Bar
good
Bob.
part
Man,
too,
beer is a good staple.
Yeah,
And I'm not even a beer drinker. But
yeah, but beer is a big part of rugby.
yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
So NBA playoffs, man. NBA
Hey.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Hey.
What about
that-
The Rockets playing later on tonight.
That regular season.
We saw I don't have to say a huge upset, but we saw a few upsets. We saw Brooklyn go into Philadelphia and beat them pretty handily.
Portland beat OKC today.
Portland just beat Oklahoma City. I saw that coming.
Orlando
They pretty
won.
much led from start to end on that game. Orlando Orlando went into Toronto
pulled it out
and pulled a
Close
big
game.
victory, close last second victory by TJ Augustine.
Shout out DJ.
DJ Augustine.
Adopted his town.
New Orleans by way of Houston, or should I say Houston by way of New Orleans. Hightower Hurricane, former Texas Longhorn.
Kawhi, you want that big contract? You losing to Orlando? That ain't.
And he will still get
I
that
don't know,
big
man,
contract.
Ain't no good look, bro.
DeMar probably said, "See,
No.
see, I couldn't do it either, bro."
Kawhi always knew he was leaving the best organization in the NBA.
Oh, did
man.
San Antonio win last night?
Yes.
San Antonio.
San Antonio was also an upset.
Hey,
Yeah, they won.
Denver might be out of there, bro. Denver
I
might
told
be
you,
out.
Denver got we talked about this last night. Denver got a bad draw when they got San Antonio.
That was a bad.
They got a bad draw when they got San Antonio.
Regular season is over.
But it's their
All
fault
that-
because they kind of tanked towards the end of the season so that
all that
they
bull
could get
corner.
the second
This is
season.
where the real season starts. This is where you get your money.
Milwaukee is on now, right? Milwaukee and who is Milwaukee on?
They're the number one seed.
the Bucks are?
Nets were 7.
Yeah, they're up.
Charlotte or something.
No, they beating the dog mess out the Pistons.
The
Yes.
Pistons.
Detroit.
45 to 23.
Yeah.
Greg Griffin got to have
10-09.
65 points. So they
Even
had-
if Blake Griffin can have 165 points, they still not gonna win that game.
Yeah, the Bucks on pace to score 180 points tonight.
Yeah, so
Celtics beat the Pacers by 10.
the Celtics
I
beat
hope
the
that
Pacers.
I'm glad the MVP votes in.
By 10. That was ugly. That was an ugly game.
You think so?
That's a
84
good
to
deal for the
74?
Celtics, though. Like, they
I kinda
needed.
enjoyed it a little bit.
84 to 74 in a
Oh yeah,
playoff
it
game.
was.
I mean, it's a down.
You know what's funny? I
Won a
heard.
championship.
I heard Mark Jackson. I mean, not Mark Jackson. I heard Stan Van Gundy. Is it Stan? No, Jeff Van Gundy say, yeah, 1990s playoffs. I said, what 1990s? What you talking about? Because the 1990s I used to watch, they was not scoring 74 points in the playoffs.
The
next
94
one.
Rockets championship.
I was
Remember
like, they wasn't scoring 74
Yeah,
points.
they were.
They wasn't scoring 100.
They would score. They might not have scored 100 the whole playoff.
Man, what 90s basketball y'all was watching?
How
was
can a
watching
team
basketball
Elijah
tonight.
Wise?
74 points?
Yeah. that
They
was
were winning
routine.
games 84 to 74? Absolutely not.
You know
They were
what?
in the 90s.
You know the Knicks to be a offensive
It was-
juggernaut?
man,
No,
it was
they
a
weren't.
lot.
But
That's
that's
why they
also
had
why,
how can you
that's
score
also
that
why
many
the
points?
Knicks were losing by 20
You can't score
points
that
a
many
game.
points dumping it in like that, man.
No, that's why they had to change the rules. Because all that.
Well, no, Charles Barkley.
Hand checking and
Nah, that
everything.
wasn't
Charles
over.
Barkley backing it down
No,
for
no.
23 of the 24 seconds.
Also,
No, I'm talking
Also
about
slows the game
The
down.
movement,
That
they
was
taking
horrible to
hand
watch.
checking
Lord.
away. Taking hand checking away.
We did not deserve. The Rockets did not deserve to win.
They were still in
Watching
the
that
90s. It might have
basketball.
been 92,
Well, they
88,
did.
not
They
no
were playing.
84, 74.
Man, please.
Man, they were scoring more than 74 points in the
I'm
90s.
telling you, they weren't.
Oh, stop it,
They
man.
weren't.
Anyway, so
Routinely had games like that.
Well, the Rockets got to come with it, though. Hey, this
They need to put them out early.
this is something they shouldn't go eat close to 6 games.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, gentlemen.
Oh, here you go.
But
I mean, you might as well jump on the hate you've been there all year.
No. They're going to win the series, but they're going to make it 6 games. They're not going to get it over quickly because that's not what they do.
Well, they made the playoffs. You said they weren't going to do that.
No. They had a chance to be a 2 seed, and they decided they didn't want to be a 2 seed.
They lost
They want to play
one game.
One game that they were up how many points in?
One game.
No. What were they up in the 4th quarter?
They lost.
No.
They were not up 20 in the 4th quarter.
You're right. They were up 17.
They were not up 17 in the 4th quarter.
Yes, they were.
They lost
And then
one
they went to being the Rockets,
game.
and they gave up their lead. And instead of winning
We're
a
talking
very
about different game.
no, I'm talking about the last game of the season against Oklahoma City, when all they had to do was win.
The second to
secure the
last
second
game of the
seed.
season, we blew the 17 points in the 4th quarter. The last game, we were up maybe 10, something like that. Either way, we lost one game, and then everything else broke the way it broke.
Win that one game?
Oh, my man, why not win
to
every
mention
game?
when you had a huge lead.
This
to
guy.
mention you had it.
This
That's my
guy.
point.
Why not win every game?
But y'all always apologizing and making excuses for them when they lose huge leads.
I'm making
now in the
excuses for
playoffs,
every person that
you're
loses.
playing.
Why
you're
not win
playing-
every game?
Everybody in the playoffs are good teams. You're not going to be able to go out there with that
I don't know.
foolishness.
Detroit's
Well, maybe
I was
not
gonna
the
say,
East.
they're playing
Maybe not
Detroit
the
right
East.
now.
Maybe
Detroit's
not
not
in
good.
the East.
Okay, let me interject.
Denver's not good.
Denver's very
Hold on. Hold that thought. Game
San
1
Antonio said.
of the 1994.
I knew he was gonna find it. I
Rockets
knew he was
versus
gonna find
Knicks.
it.
You know what the score was?
What was the score?
It was 85-78.
It's the Knicks,
Okay,
folks.
game 6.
That don't count. That was
Game
OJ.
6, Indiana.
That was
New York.
OJ?
OJ, they was trying to pay attention to OJ. They don't count.
Game
On
7,
the
game 6, Houston Rockets, Utah Jazz, 80-78. I can go. It's all kind of 77s and 79s.
You can't score that many points when
Hey,
Hakeem Olajuwon has to get 40
Look at
points
it.
on
that's a
25
full
attempts.
page. There's 3 digits 4 times.
Whole page.
Throughout the 1994 playoffs, the whole page.
How much Jordan was averaging?
Jordan wasn't there. Remember, he got.
No, I'm talking about the 1990s. He said 1990s.
That's
You gonna
when
pull
he
out
was
1 year in the 90s.
Jordan was averaging
Yes.
30 plus.
How much were the
points.
Bulls? I'm talking about how much were the Bulls? And when I say Jordan, that's the Bulls, the Chicago Jordans.
They would score about 90.
That's
In the 90s, they were the Chicago Jordans.
They,
Yeah, I mean-
they score about 90.
Yeah, I mean, because
98.
nobody shot threes back then. They didn't shoot threes like they do. Look at what we saw Steph Curry do that.
You could not do it.
That
We
record
talked
of
about
his.
that. Right, we did.
And he's only got 91
91
games.
games,
he
and
did-
he's beaten
Everybody.
Yes, he's beaten everybody in 91 games.
I
The
mean, there's
Rockets
dudes
have
with
the last
290
three
games on there. Ain't
of
got
the most
threes.
3-pointers in a single game. The Rockets have the last 3 records, I believe.
This
Last
is
4,
true.
all of them in the last 2 years.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, 93 the Bulls and the Lakers was putting points up.
No, I'm
But
talking.
it was
See,
just them. It was just
see.
them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Cleveland Cavaliers,
That was
New
Showtime.
Jersey Nets. Come on, stop.
Showtime, baby.
This wasn't anyway. All right, 91-84, Bulls over Cavaliers.
Man.
Anyway, whatever. Let's but yeah,
Detroit was putting up points.
No, they
Lakers
weren't.
were putting up
Well,
points.
Detroit was out there.
Boston was
smashing people in
putting
the
up
face.
points.
Detroit definitely wasn't putting up points.
Nah.
What?
No, they were
Their
smashing
second
people.
best player
was
couldn't
giving
even
them boys
shoot the ball, bro.
business, man. I
So
said, I
once
know they was
again, I
averaging
mean,
90s. I
so
know they
Isaiah was
in the 90s.
averaging 90 then, because Bill Laimbeer has no offensive
Yeah,
game.
because that's the
Dennis
Detroit.
Rodman
Yeah,
is
that's
worse
the Detroit
than Bill
Isaiahs
Laimbeer.
too. Yes, they the Detroit Isaiahs. Absolutely.
Rodman was a lot better scoring back then.
Yeah, Rob was almost a 20.
No, you
Rodman-
no, he
Rodman
definitely
was
wasn't
that
that.
far.
No, he
Rodman
was not
played
that.
2010 in college.
points a game.
Yeah, no,
He was never
not that.
2010 in the league.
But you wouldn't see him hit a jumper every now and again.
And
But
he
he
certainly
stopped
would
trying.
run down the court and dunk the ball.
Yeah, you go back and see those highlights.
He
And
completely stopped trying.
He would get a rebound, give it to Isaiah, run up court. Isaiah would find him and say, "Thank you for the rebound," and he would get a dunk.
I saw
Absolutely.
some Pistons Celtics highlights on the NBA network, and Rodman hit like a 21-footer. I was like, "Whoa!"
Who was that guy?
Yeah, he hit and he shot it with confidence. It was amazing. Anyway,
Just goes back to that conversation we had. The 12th man on the bench is pretty nice.
Well, Rodman, yeah, exactly.
Oh, in the 80s, 90s. Yeah, that's
In the
also
80s,
when the
90s,
league-
now, boy.
That's when the league had only what?
Boys just
22
only
teams?
remember when everything used to be and never want to live for the now.
Yeah.
I'm living for the now. And I'm
But
letting
in
you
10
know.
years, you're going to be like, man, that boy
I'm letting you
LeBron
know
might have had
that
something.
now the Houston Rockets
might
are
have
going
had
to
something with
beat
LeBron.
Utah in 6 games, and then
You
they're
think
going to
so?
make it extremely hard.
I think who's gonna make it hard?
Who do they have the next series?
Oh, well, Golden State.
Golden State will be next.
Yeah.
So then
once we whoop that-
you're gonna play Golden State fatigued because you're gonna play two additional games that you didn't have to play.
Yeah, because Golden State's probably gonna sweep these
You
two.
know what I'm talking about?
Golden State might not, it probably won't sweep them.
They may not.
Man, did you watch the game, man?
Yeah, I mean,
Have you been watching Golden State? They will
Yeah.
check out on you in a
No,
heartbeat.
it's
Not in the playoffs, though.
And I guarantee,
And see,
I
that's
would be
the
willing
difference
to
between
bet
Golden
five.
State-
I would be okay. I would be willing to make a gentleman's bet on the fact that they'll be up 3-0 and lose the fourth game.
I'm telling you no. I'm telling you that's the difference between Golden
Well, that
State
sounds like
and
a
the
bet to
Rockets.
me, people.
That's the difference between Golden State and the Rockets.
We'll let you know who gets pie
Golden
later.
State, when the playoffs start, they turn it up. When the playoffs start for the Rockets, they stay the same.
Until
And
they
as a
actually
result,
face the Rockets.
They're gonna always be bridesmaids and never brides.
See, this is the revisionist history, young people, that we really need to try to avoid. I would say it's the Trump effect, but
Yeah, why would
he
we
goes
give
a
him
little
credit
before
on
that.
Why would we give him any credit?
I'm just saying because he thrives in lies and
What lies am I telling?
blinders on his eyes.
So
And
you saying what? Have the Rockets ever turned it up on another level?
you just said the Golden State Warriors turn it up and the Rockets don't. Or not even the Rockets. You said the Golden State Warriors turn it up. Why is that? Because they won the championship. They turn it up.
They done won 3 of the last 4 championships.
Okay. So could it also be because they're simply just better?
The Rockets also have lost.
Why
to
would
Golden
they
State
turn-
3
why
of
would
the
they
last
have
4
been-
years?
Oh, okay, which means the Rockets probably aren't better.
I'll let y'all tell
And
it.
no other team has been better except for the Kings
Let
in the
you
last
tell
5
it.
years.
Let you tell it. They are better. It's just
I never
but-
said they are better. I said they're the ones that can beat them.
Oh my God, semantics. Anyway, we'll probably. Hey, what else you got? We got 2.5.
Shout out to my guy, son Garrison,
Absolutely.
Man, happy
Yeah.
birthday.
at the
man.
birthday party today.
See?
Happy birthday.
Man. Shout out to Tamika
My
Jones.
beautiful wife.
The
Happy
big-
birthday,
that's right,
baby.
early in the week.
My
Happy
beautiful wife
birthday.
had a birthday. We also had, it's been several birthdays in my life. Oh, shout out to my boy Diablo P. Barbecue like P.
Okay.
Happy birthday. Who else had a birthday? It's been quite a few people.
My son had a birthday.
Ahmad,
Hey,
look,
hey,
look,
Ahmad,
look,
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 man,
look,
look, man.
You know what I'm talking about?
What
Happy
up?
birthday to him.
Black Will Bond Jr.
Nah, he.
Black Stephen A.
Absolutely. Hey, man, we're going to have to leave it there. And as always, you know, we don't ever have enough time. But wait, it's because we're having such an awesome time. Y'all be sure you to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are here each and every Sunday night
Shout out
from 6
on Twitter, you know
to
what I'm saying?
7
Holla at
Central
us.
Standard
We'll converse
Time.
with you.
You are listening to the Garage Apartment. Y'all be blessed. Have a wonderful week.
There was a great UFC fight on last night.
Absolutely. There's quite a few things,
Israel
man.
Adesanya, Kevin Gastelum. Best UFC fight I've ever seen in my life.
Really? Your
Oh,
We will
yeah,
discuss
really
next
was.
week.
Hey, we'll be
keep
talking
the
about a whole bunch
discussion
of things,
going on
man.
Facebook Live.
We're trying to get that on the mid in this fall this week show.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
Absolutely, man. So y'all be good. If you
And
can't
John
be good, then be good at it. Stay blessed. Love you. Y'all be cool.
Well, it didn't show our
It
logo.
didn't show our logo.
She programmed
We
for
didn't
show.
have the mic. We didn't have the mic plug.
Well, you know, we had mic
Facebook
problems
Live
there.
went out twice because I Mimo.
Oh my God.